Okay, so let's pop in back into the NFL. We were just talking about the Seahawks, their win total at a 5.5. Higgs likes that to go under. Week 2 of the preseason, they're taking on the Chicago Bears. They will be at home in Seattle. Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. That way you never miss one of our brand new shows, the Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We're talking football Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to jam that bell for notifications. They did lose week 1 to the Steelers. It was a close one, though. They kind of went back and forth, and then it was a late touchdown by the Steelers that did it. The Bears, on the other hand, they won, beating the Patriots by 2, I believe it was. No, 19 to 14. Yes, 19 to 14. They were scoreless in the first half, but third quarter, they really kicked it into gear. They scored 16 there. Fourth quarter, they scored 3 more. 16 plus 3 is 19 to 14. There's your final, people. Tell me what you think, Ross Benjamin. Seahawks are minus 5.5. See, I can math. Or Seahawks are minus 4.5. The total's 42.5. What do you got going on in this one?
Well, there's 2 things I look at is head coaching trends, and also I lean on my NFL handicapping software for NFL preseason results. And my results have been really good, and we'll go over that later. But in any event, since 2018, Seattle has been an uninspiring 3-3 straight up and 2-4 against the spread at home with Pete Carroll in charge. And that's news because there was a time when Pete Carroll just didn't lose NFL preseason games at home with Seattle. As a matter of fact, prior to that 3-3 straight up and 2-4 ATS run, Seattle had gone 11-2 straight up in ATS in their previous 13 home games in preseason play prior to that. But you know what? To me, that speaks to the gradual decline we've seen in the quality of depth that Seattle has. I think Sean touched upon that a little bit. By the way, I emphatically agree with his underplay on the Seattle regular season win total. And then Ellie took some of my thunder, but we'll go over it again. Chicago coming off a 19-14 win at home against Kansas City. And they did so as a home underdog of plus 1.5, while Seattle, as Ellie also touched upon, 32-25 loss at Pittsburgh, and they failed to cover as a 2-point underdog. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Since the 1983 preseason, anytime you have an NFL preseason away underdog like the Chicago Bears, it's coming off a home dog straight-up win. Again, they beat Kansas City as a home underdog, and they're facing an opponent coming off a straight-up loss like Seattle, the 32-25 loss at Pittsburgh. Those away underdogs in that situation during preseason action has gone 18-4 against the spread, and they won 10 of those 22 games straight up. I'm going with the Chicago Bears here, plus 4.5 over the Seattle Seahawks.
See, this one too, I have what's called the Ross Benjamin play. I don't know if you know that I call it that, but I call it the Ross Benjamin play. On my book, this is a 5.5. And so my Ross Benjamin play is always find a way to take the dog. In NFL, if you're getting 5.5 points, you always find a way to take the dog. So
5
this
or 5.5. Yep.
5 to 5. Yeah. So if it opens at 5.5, and now it's ticked down to 4.5, did I just miss the best number and I should lay off of it? Like, according to the rule, I mean, or do I only want to bet the 5.5s?
No, I mean, if look, and I'd still take them at 4.5, obviously, because I just gave that pick out. If it's 5.5, all the better. And yes, I always in the NFL, if I can, it's not a no-brainer, Ellie, but if you could justify the means and taking a team that's a dog of 5.5, the numbers are proven over the course of a long time that dogs of 5 and 5.5 cover a heck of a lot more than they don't. So, I'm flattered by that. Ellie, you call it the Ross Benjamin play.
The Ross Benjamin play. So my parlays call it that too.
Well, thank you, all of you. I appreciate that. It's flattering.
Of course. So over at picksandparlays.net, you're crushing things like you do. I know you are a big preseason football guy, and you put out a lot of plays on preseason. How did you do over the weekend?
I did tremendous. Since the 2022 NFL preseason began, starting with the Hall of Fame game, I'm a perfect 4-0 right now. Woo! And if you go back to last year at picksandparlays.net. My last 14 NFL preseason picks, I've gone 12-2. Prior to joining picksandparlays.net last year, I've been documented at one site, and it's an independent site. So, I mean, there's no favoritism involved. 75 handicappers being documented there. My NFL preseason record, a documented 66-46 since 2011, 59%. And you know what, Ellie? People say they can't make money during the NFL preseason. You're absolutely incorrect. And I'll have 4 to 5
You're doing
picks.
it wrong.
Yes, I'll have 4 to 5 picks up over the weekend in the NFL preseason. My Major League Baseball top plays, by the way, 55-38 since the start of last year. Dime players, 15,200 to the good.
Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of all of those things. Guys, check out Ross Benjamin over at picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code NFL. It'll save you 20%. Don't forget about the all sports passes, the all NFL pass, the all college football pass, whatever you're into, you can jump on it for the entire season and use that promo code to save you 20% off. It's a great deal. It's the time of the season to do it, time of year to do it. Thanks so much for joining us on the Power Hour. Ross Benjamin, I will see you sometime next week, friend.
Look forward to it, Ellie. Thank you for having me.
You got it.